everybody, it's Melissa here, and I just wanted to come to you very quickly just to give you a little bit of encouragement today. This morning I have been reading in one of the books that I've been studying for my personal development. It's it's by John Maxwell, and the title of the book is How Successful People Think. And so, we don't realize a lot of times just how important our thoughts are. And our thoughts determine so much about us. Our thoughts determine really what we think about ourselves on the inside and what we allow to come out. Everything that we do comes from our thoughts. And so in his book, he had just 5 points that I looked at today that really jumped out at me and I wanted to share with you guys. So the first one is everything begins with a thought. Every single thing that we do starts by us thinking about it. And, we either think we can or we think we can't. We think it's too easy. We think it's too hard. We think no one likes us. We think everybody loves us. So it all comes from our thoughts. So whenever we think about what we're going to do, and we think about our business, and we think about our teams, and we think about sharing these products with people, the way that we present it comes from the way that we think about it. So if our belief is not there, guys, it's going to be really hard for us to bring people in. So you have to be all in. You have to take the products. You have to see how they change your life. When I talk to people, everybody kind of laughs because they're like, wow, you are all about Simplexus, because I am. I'm all about these products because of what they're doing for me and my family and my friends and so many people that I love. So everything begins with our thoughts. We need to remember that. Okay? And then the second point was that he had in his book today. It says, what we think determines who we are, and who we are determines what we do. Okay? So if you have a goal, the way that you think about it determines the person that you are. If we have negative thoughts about ourselves, if we have discouraging thoughts about our dreams, that's going to determine if we make it or not. My husband, he kind of gets tickled at me sometimes because I'm like, I am great. He'll say, I am so lucky to have you. And I'm like, you are so blessed. Because that's the way that I talk to myself. Your self-talk is going to determine who you become. And it's so important for you to get rid of those negative thoughts about yourself, because you're telling yourself who you are. You're creating the way that you see yourself. So if I'm going to be creating the way that I see myself, it is going to be great. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to tell myself how wonderful I think I am. And it's not being conceited. It's just building up the person that you want to be. That's what's so important about your thoughts. They create who you become. That's huge. And we need to remember that. Okay? And the third point that he had, it says, our thoughts determine our destiny. And our destiny determines our legacy. And this is so huge because we all want to leave a legacy. We all want to leave behind something that people can grab a hold of and remember us for the positive impacts that we make. We want our legacy to be something that is changing the world. We want our legacy to be something that is a purpose that God planted inside of us that we have fulfilled. That's what we want. So your thoughts are going to determine whether or not you get there. That's amazing. Let your thoughts feed that purpose. Don't let them suck it dry. Let your thoughts build that purpose. Let your thoughts breathe life into that purpose. Because that is what your thoughts can do. The fourth point says that people that get to the top think differently than other people. Okay? You've got to create in your mind, you've got to see yourself succeeding. And then you've got to live like you're already there. Now, I don't mean, monetarily live like you're already there or live outside of your means. I mean mentally focused you've got to think like a diamond. If that's where you want to be, then you've got to be a diamond in your mind. Okay? I know that I always say I'm a diamond in the making because that's my thought process. That's my pace. That's where I want to be. And, I'm not saying I don't ever have thoughts of, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if I'm going to make it. But you know what happens the second that pops in my head? I think about my why. Why am I doing this? Why am I in this business? Why am I working so hard? And that why drives me back to my thought process. I want to be a diamond. I want to live healthy. I want to impact the world for Jesus. I want to create a life that my family has never known. That's where my thoughts go back to. And then the last thing that he has, his last point for today was, we can change the way we think. Wow. So if you're one of those people that you're constantly thinking about negative things or you think negatively of yourself, it's okay. Change it. It's that simple. Change what you say to yourself. Change the way you talk about yourself, the way you talk to yourself. Don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't be telling yourself how great you are. God created you in His image. God created you for a purpose on this earth. You have a job to do for Him. How awesome is that, y'all? We have a calling from the Creator of the universe. Don't you dare tell yourself something negative. God made you. And He made you to be loved. He made you to love others. He made you to be successful. His word tells us He has great plans for us. And He never goes back on His promises. Never. So, just wanted to share that with you guys today. It really spoke to me. It really jumped out at me. I hope it blesses you the way it blessed me. And guys, go look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how awesome you are. Because God doesn't create junk. He doesn't. And He created you with a purpose. You are awesome. You are wonderful. You are great. You are blessed. And you are loved by the one true King. So go out and live that way. I hope you all have a wonderful day. God bless. Love each of you.